Hey guys, just building up from what you learned in the last unit. So we're going to review again how to find slope, and this time we are adding the y-intercept. So today's notes, it is about finding the slope and the y-intercept from a graph. All right, so just like on the other lessons, we are going to review by hand first, and then we're going to double check on the calculator. So the easiest thing is to actually find the y-intercept, If you see this y-intercept, intercept means what? To cross. Well, which one is your y-axis? Well, if you look right here, this one is your y-axis. So the first thing that you want to do, as it says right here, it says to highlight the y-axis. So what we're going to do is we're going to highlight the y-axis. All right, and then we're going to ask ourselves, where does the line cross the y-axis? So where does my line cross the y-axis? If you see right here, it crosses right there. So what number is that? Well, it goes by 1, so 1, 2, 3. So my y-intercept is 3. It is that easy, guys. That's it. All right, so for finding slope, same thing as before, we're going to select 2 points and we're going to create a table. So the x and y table, don't forget, x always goes first. Now, what's different with this one is that we do not have a 0, 0. All right, this is a non-proportional one that we talked about in the last lesson. But we're still going to select 2 perfect points. So again, 2 perfect points means that they are at a corner of a square. So I see this one right here is at a corner of a square. I see that one is at a corner of a square, and I see that one at a corner of a square. It doesn't matter which 2 you choose, whatever is easier for you. I'm going to select this one right here, and let's do this one right here. So let me change it another color so you guys can see it. I'm going to do this one and this one. So 2 perfect points. All right. Now, so again, we need to go all the way to my x. So the x is right here. This is the line for the x. So the x of that point is what? Now we're going to be dealing with negative numbers. So please be careful. So at the left is going to be the negative number. So this one is -1. So from that point, you go down to your x-axis. That is a -1. So the x for that point is -1. And what is the y of that point? So from that point, I'm going to go to the y line. So here, this is 1. All right. Now from this point, I'm going to go all the way to my x. So what is the x of this point? So again, from that point, I'm going to my line. What is the x of that point? Well, we have -1, -2, -3. So the x of that point is -3. All right. Now the y of this point is, so I'm going to go to the y-axis, -1, -2, -3. So this looks like -3, -3. So yes, we are dealing with negatives now, so please be careful. If it helps you find the difference, please draw a number line. All right. So again, a number line, we have a 0 in the middle, -1, -2, -3, and it looks like that's all we need. 1, 2, 3. All right, so from -1 to -3. So from -1 right here, let me change the color. So from -1 to -3, I'm going to go 1, 2 to the left. So I went to the left, so I'm going to subtract 2. All right. Now the next one, I'm going to go from, oops. All right, I'm going to go from 1 to -3. So from 1 to -3, and how much did I go? 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left. So -4. So from -1 to -3, I subtracted 2, and from 1 to -4, I'm sorry, from 1 to -3, I subtracted 4. All right. Now, if that doesn't help, what you can also do is you can do a number line like this. So let me go ahead and show you. And usually I have this number line in class, so you guys can see it in class. This, I think it actually helps better. So if you have a number line going like this, well, here's a 0, here's -1, -2, -3, 1, 2, and 3. All right, so again, from -1 to -3, I went down 2, right? 1, 2. And then from 1 to -3, if I erase this, oops. So from 1, well guys, that's not gonna work. We'll leave that little dot there. So from 1 to -3, 1, 2, 3, 4. I went down 4, so I subtracted 4. And then so we do the same thing. So change in y divided by change in x. So how much did my y change? It changed -4. How much did my x change? It changed -2. -4 divided by -2 equals, can you guys guess? Negative divided by a negative. All right, let's see. See if you guys got it. -4 divided by a -2. It is a +2. So a negative divided by a negative is a positive. So -4 divided by -2 is +2. So my slope right here is 2. All right. So again, just to recap, the y-intercept, make sure that you highlight your y-axis right here. Where does the line cross the line? The y-axis, it crosses at 3, so that is your y-intercept. Now with the slope, it is the same thing as before, finding 2 points. However, this time we are adding negatives, so you do have to be very careful with the negatives. This is why I say to practice your calculator skills so you can practice on the calculator and double check your work. So talking about the calculator, we are going to double check on the calculator. So the first thing that you want to do with the calculator, so we're looking at this graph, I'm going to use the same points that I found. So the calculator, I have -1 and 1, and I have -3 and 3, -3. All right, so all you do on the calculator is select 2 points and create a table. All right, and then you go to your calculator, you go to Stat, on Edit, Enter. Again, L1 is your X's and L2 are your Y's. So this is when I was talking about that the calculator is actually easier to use whenever you are doing 8th grade stuff. So 1, -3, Stat, calculate, and you see here all of your steps are there. Number 4 all the way down and enter. And there you go. 2 and 3. Well, let me check my work right here. So it says that I got a slope of 2 and a y-intercept of 3. So let's look over here. A slope of 2 and a y-intercept of 3. So yes, I did my work correctly. So my slope is 2 and my y-intercept is 3. All right, so now you are going to go ahead and try this on your own. All right, now again, you can try this on the calculator or by hand. It is up to you, whatever is easier for you. So first things first, let me go ahead and highlight the y-intercept. So we're going to highlight the y-intercept right here. All right, where does my line cross the y-axis? Well, it crosses at 2. So that is my B, my y-intercept. That is the y-intercept, the B. the line crosses at 2. And that's it, guys. That's it for that one. All right, that's it for the y-intercept. Now, for a slope, remember you select 2 perfect points. So we're going to put them on a table. So I'm going to select, it looks like this one is a perfect point. And it looks like this one is a perfect point. Yes, that one is a perfect point as well. Now again, whatever is easier for you that you want to select. Let's go ahead and select this point right here and this point right here. So let me erase this one so we know which ones we're doing. All right, so again, we're going to find the x and the y of each point. So the x of this point, so again, you have to go all the way to your x-axis. And where does it land? -1, -2, -3. It lands at -3. All right, and I'm going to go all the way to my y. And what is the y? 4. All right, look at this one right here. This one's very tricky, guys. You still have to follow the same rule. So I'm going to go from this point all the way to my x-axis. Where did it land? It landed at 0. Now, where is it at the y? Because we can't go left or right. We're already at the y, so my y is 2. All right, from -3 to 0. Again, if you need a number line, please draw a number line. You also have it here. You can draw a vertical number line if that's easier for you. So from -3 to 0, that is +3. And from 4 to 2 is a -2. A -2. All right, then we do change in y divided by change in x. So my change in y was -2 and my change in x is 3. All right. Now, yes, you can leave it as a fraction or you can divide it. Again, remember, it all depends on what's on your multiple choice answer. If you divide it, -2 divided by 3, well, it gives me 0.66 repeating. So it can be -2 or -0.6 repeating. All right. Now to double check our work, again, all I have to do is put the points on the calculator. I go to Stat, Edit. Let me clear whatever's in here. So delete. Okay, it's not deleting. Clear. All right, so for my x right here, L1 and L2, I have -3, enter, 0, enter, 4, enter, 2, enter. Stat, calculate, number 4, enter, all the way down, and enter. So is that what I got? So remember, A is the same thing as M. So for A, I got -0.6 repeating, and for my B, I got 2. B is always going to be 2, guys. B is always going to be 2, so that one never changes. Now, one thing I do want to mention is don't forget that if you do your stuff on Stat, you do have to learn how to convert that into a decimal. So just to review, -0.6, and it's a lot of sixes because it's repeating, so we're putting a lot so the calculator knows. Math, enter, enter, and there's your fraction. All right, guys, that's it for today. If you have any questions, please contact us. Again, this is finding slope and y-intercept by hand and by calculator. Thank you, guys.